Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the first of this four-game weekend set between the Hartford Yard Goats and the Trenton Thunder. Jody Rios, a left-handed Canadian, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team...
Now at the plate, Macias. He flied out leading off the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Play ball. He's out. 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 3. You're out. He's out. 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 3.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Macias hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Way late on the fastball for strike 1. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. The 0-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Casilla moves over. 1 out.
Let's play ball. Out.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
In now, Jerome Stiles, and their runners at the corners now.
Jerome Stiles.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there, even though it wasn't.
Out. 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 That's ball 4. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. He's out. Ball 4. Take the base.
So digging in now, Macias. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it, you know.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Stepping in, Maurice Dunning. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
In there, a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
At the plate, Kyle Anderson.
Now
Macias on second. Dunning at first with no outs.
Anderson.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball.
Now
what does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
The 3-0 pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Here's Kyle Saul looking to cut into that big deficit they've got in front of them. He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run scores. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Attaboy, good job. Way to rip.
Let's play ball. Out. Out.
Tonight, the Trenton Thunder jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Jody Rios wins his team-leading 10th game of the year. Jamie Abreu pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss.
They left 15 runners on base.
The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball. Striding into the box, Macias, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The first baseman, number 26.
The pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Casilla on the move, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap.
Oh, nice shot right there.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
The shortstop, Maurice Dunning.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Grounded weakly to the left. Scooped up, bends down, and he barehands it. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I'd bet he'd like to have that one over.
Batting third.
Coming to the plate now, Kyle Anderson, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And he gets him to go after 1-0-2 as this is popped in the air toward the left side of the infield. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Dero, what's your take? At the plate, Oscar Urbina. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Oscar
pulls this one into right. Saul is there to put it away for out number 1. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. What's this club going to do?
3, out.
Stepping in, Macias. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Now a drive out to left center field. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Now to the plate, Maurice Dunning. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Maurice Dunning.
Here's the 0-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. The left-handed power bat of Greg
Now
Bird
batting,
digs in
first
now.
baseman,
Runner in scoring position
Greg
with two gone.
Bird.
The 1-1. This into right. Saul is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So the lineup flips over, and
Now
digging
batting,
in, Macias.
number
2
26.
hits and 2 trips for him thus far. From the stretch. Bullet back up the middle. Casilla will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Now at the plate, Macias, and their runners at the corners now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slapped hard the opposite way. Styles has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And no shot of testing anything there. He'll...
Take the base.
Digging in now, Enos Sampson. And at this point of the game,
Now
I think it's
batting,
clear
the
that the plan of
designated
attack
hitter,
against the top of the
Enos
order has worked.
Sampson.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Three.
Ready once again, Macias. 2 hits in
number
4
26.
attempts to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Let's play ball. 3.